What's up, moneymakers, MMTLP Army, ILUS Army, and everyone who is watching this channel? Welcome back to the channel. We are going to talk about MMTLP, the short squeeze. What happened to that? We already know, and I'll be covering what it means. But the changes in reference to the SEC S1A filing, we have the third amendment from the company MMTLP, and they're moving pretty fast in reporting back to SEC. We'll be talking about precisely what it means. We'll talk about what the short sellers have done last week and how they were not successful. We'll be talking about the exit strategy as to what you should be thinking about, because that might be challenging. If once you sell the stock, that might be hard to get back into it. So we'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about what the amendment means. What are the crux of the matter when you think about amendment that they have already done? We will be talking about two more penny stocks. So watch the full video. We'll be talking about precisely a lot of juicy and interesting information. If you are part of MMTLP Army, write down hashtag MMTLP in the comment section below. If you're part of ILUS Army, write down hashtag ILUS in the ticker symbol in the comment section below as well. Both ILUS Army and MMTLP Army, you have to click the like button so we can reach out to more and more people. This is the spreading word out. It is becoming a social movement as to when we start seeing short squeeze. So do your part, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and watch the full video, because we'll be talking about the exit strategy. Many people have been asking what they should do if that starts spiking up. Will it go from $4 to $20 next week, or rather $5 to $20 next week, or it will hit $40? Now this starts and it fluctuates, it's volatile, it goes pretty fast, so you want to watch that pretty closely. Take a look. For last 5 days we are up 17%. So congratulations if you have been watching my video, bought it around $3.20, and if you got all the way up to $4.82, yes, congratulations, because you already made almost 50%, which means you can sell 1/3 of the stock, or 2/3 rather, of your stocks and ride for free. That could be one of the exit strategy that I have been talking about. Now, one thing that you also want to notice is what is happening with the SEC S1 amendment, because that will create a lot more hate. The people are scared who are short selling, because they may or may not really have a chance to get back up and running. Now, here, SEC S1 on the left, and there are some changes that they have made, because not because they missed something, but SEC asked for from the company. Now, before I go ahead, I just wanted to ask you to look into these numbers, and credit goes to Paul T, who shared this data, and it is looking pretty accurate, so I wanted to share with you. So ticker symbol MMTLP shorting has not ceased this week. From 17th to 21st of October, 2.4 million shares, which is 60% of the volume, was shorted. But guess what? We came all the way up regardless of that. For last 1 day, we made 8.5%, give or take, spike or pump into the stock price. Last 5 days we have done 17%. But if you take a look, we went briefly about $5.10 or $5.11, and we got back down. Now, short sellers, of course, they sold, but they were not super successful. 2.4 million shares were shorted, 60% of the volume was shorted for the past 10 days. 13.9 million shares, 55% of the volume was shorted. Only 35,000 shares left to borrow at the 34% fee. So the fee is pretty high, 34% fee. Shorters are fighting to losing the battle. Resistance is futile. And if you take a look right here, the percentage is pretty insightful. 46% on the last day, on Friday, last week, 45%, 70% short volume on 19th. Take a look. If you really believe this is going to be a short squeeze, write down in the comment section below hashtag short squeeze and click the like button so we can share this video with more and more people. We want to spread the word out. 67% short right before on Tuesday last week, 67% on Monday as well. So all in all, the short sellers are playing their game and they're not still successful, and we are still looking to positive at the moment. MMTLP, after unexpected S1 amendment, 3, they have minor changes that they have already added. Now, what that means is companies returning back whatever SEC is asking them pretty quickly. Now, this is one of the speculation, but whenever the SEC gets this S1 approved, the amendment approved, there will be another fireworks for MMTLP. So guys, watch that out. If you haven't clicked the like button, precisely click the like button. We need at the least 250 likes on this video. Opinions opinions, speculations, and outlook is shared, and there are more shorts that they have tried every trick, but they have failed, as we can see. We can expect final approval very, very soon for this S1 amendment. Now, right now, if you think about what this S1 amendment is, this is what you want to really keep an eye out. So this is the old one. It is anticipated that the well has gross ultimately oil recovery of 154 MBBL. The F and line B, with the range, this well has initially monthly production rate of 4,200 barrel or BBL of oil, which has a gross ultimately oil recovery of 192 MBBL. Now, there is a change, and this is what you want to consider. This is the precise most important change that you want to take out of this whole amendment. The initial gross monthly production rate for the Flying B ranch number 4H was estimated 4,200 BBL, although we will receive no future revenue from these wells until their estimated depletion because of such revenue after deducting the expense to the production oil is to be received by MHP directly and credited towards the recoupment of drilling cost incurred by MHP. So this is the agreement that they have shared proactively. One thing you want to watch out for is this message that I wanted to share with you, which was on stock tweets by David, one of the investor who is heavily invested or at least sharing a ton of good information that you want to watch out. MMTLP, to the people that they're nervous, read my post for last 3 and listen. That will help you to show what is going on. Now remember, let's go back and see, take a look real quick. But remember, one thing that you want to notice here, remember, if you're trying to swing this, you may not be able to get them all back, and it takes all day to fill the orders. And I agree with that because the orders are not executed. People who are left out, they're still left out. So you want to also make sure that you're not left out, but at the same time, you want to play it safe because this can go either way. At the end of the day, it's high volatile, pretty speculative, and riding for free is the key, because if you are up 200% as an example, and if you sell 1/3 of your total stock, you're riding for free, which means you don't really care where the stock goes because it's not, at the end of the day, it's not your own money. It's not, the money is not coming out of your own pocket, and you can ride it for free until you win it. So you're in it to win it till the end. The shorts will use a synthetic manipulation and it'll go no volume, give the illusion of people that they're dumping, but there is not at all an illusion. Listen to this and trust who you follow. Now, once again, I'm not saying follow me or follow someone else, but this is part of your due diligence, and this thing is really right what he's trying to mention here, because we were at 5 million, 2.2 million in terms of the volume, more or less, but we dropped down in terms of the volume below 1 million. Take a look, 954 million or 954,000 on Monday, 844 on Tuesday, 700,000, 848,000, close to 700,000. So yes, all in all, what we have seen that we dropped in volume, but that may be coming back very, very soon. We'll take a look and we'll see how that works out. But take a look, from $2.75, and we talked this multiple times, we came all the way to $5.20. So it is almost double, pretty close to double. So once you get double, you sell half of your investment, which means the rest is for free. That's not your own money, so you will be able to peacefully sleep at night. So that's the game that you want to think about. This is Meta. Once again, this microcap daily, Meta Material Inc. is running as major short squeeze embarks on the second wave. Next bridge spin-off that is going on, we already talked about on my channel. If you haven't subscribed, I highly recommend you subscribe so you don't miss out on some of the video. Turn on your notification bell as well, because I've been dropping videos which are time sensitive and you want to take a look at that as well. Also, you might want to check out SEC.report, ticker MMTLP, which is Meta Material Inc., and you can get all the filings from MMTLP or the amendments, so on and so forth right here. So keep an eye out. I want to talk really quickly about ILUS as well, because next week could be pretty significant week for ILUS. We have started seeing some of the barcoding type between 7 and 8 cents for ILUS, but that may change. You want to keep an eye out. All in all, what we have done last week was we ended the week with pretty green, and now when we are green, you want to keep an eye out once again at the market because of the obvious reasons. Take a look right here. On Friday, we were pretty green. If you take a look at all this big tech stock, they went up. Yes, Meta was still struggling a bit. Take a look at AXP was down as well, but more or less, you should be able to see a lot more green. So the last week was better than the weeks that we have seen in the past. Now, Tesla up 3.45%, Amazon up 3.53%, and most of the tech stocks started going towards the upward direction. But this may or may not be just the bull back, because we still have some of the challenges to address. But however, I want to go quickly back to ILUS, and I want to show you real quick what we have been doing for last 5 days. We are down 7 to 8%. Now remember that they already have filed Form 1012G. Now this is one good step moving towards their ERT and uplisting and so on and so forth that ILUS is trying to get done for all of us. So want to really quickly remind you that ILUS could be picking up their game next week. So keep an eye out. We started seeing like when it goes to 7.5, it starts going back up to 8. Now if you take a look for last 1 month, we came back from 10 cents to 7 cents. So I wouldn't be surprised from 7 cents it goes back to 10 cents. Now if that happens, you are looking at almost 50% return on your investment. Now ILUS is near and dear to my heart because of the obvious reasons. We got multiple times opportunity to 10x our money. You have been watching my videos for last more than 1 year, and if you're part of ILUS Army, you want to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on your notification bell. But we got like from $5 to 51 cents, 5 cents rather, to 6 cents to 51 cents. We got back down, and we got back from 6 cents to 13 cents, and the rest is the history, and you can watch everything that we talked on my channel. The third stock I want to talk about, another penny stock, OTC stock, ticker symbol CYBL. Ladies and gentlemen, click the like button if you're part of the CYBL Army. Write down hashtag CYBL so we know that CYBL is going to get a lot more attention for multiple reasons next week. Now if you think about CYBL, it has been running between 0.01 and 0.015. Why? 1 and 1.5 cents. But guess what? It is 50% return still. So if you think about 1, and if you go all the way to right here, it's 10% return. If you go here, it's even 9 to 10% return once again. But if you take a look for last 6 months, we went from 2 cents to 1 cent, so it's 100%. So we are down 50%. But if it goes back from 1 to 2 cents, you're doubling up the money. So don't just get intimidated with like how it's moving in terms of the percentage. It can go back to 5.5 cents, which is our 52-week high. Couple of reasons for this. CYBL has been doing amazingly well, and we may hear some news about it. Now, if you remember what they have done last quarter, that they had exceeded their Q3 revenue results right now with 8.6 million, and they exceeded by 15.6%. Q2 to Q3 growth 5.1%. Now, but guess what? They have now doing consistently revenue in millions, pretty close to 10 million. Would not be surprised if they surpass or exceed 44 to 45 million dollars in revenue for 2022 that they have set themselves up for, which is the goal or the guidance that the company gave us. What's coming next week? Q3 OTCM expects within 5 days, which may mean that they will be paying current from the yield sign that we are seeing on OTC markets. That's number one. That will pump the stock in terms of the trust, if not the price. And once again, it depends upon how the market does. They're going to file the Q3 after review, and Q3 file review for 2019 and 2020 will be also. There'll be more news. Now, we want to learn about this Q3. Yes, the Q3 went, but how much money that they made? Yes, revenue is great, 8.6 million. What I'm wondering about is how much money they made. What is the income? Last quarter, we knew that they had done more than, or pretty close to 3 million, $2.99 million in profitability or the income. This quarter, we're looking forward to see what they come up with, and that is going to be a win-win situation. All in all, this is what I was trying to tell you, that they're doing 11 million, 18 million in terms of the volume, means the number of shares transacted, and this is a pretty healthy volume in my opinion, because they have been doing barcoding as well, whether it's ILUS, whether it's CYBL, whether it's HCMC, they're all barcoding. Why? Because market is right now not super stable, and we don't know where it's gonna go. No one has crystal ball. So from 1 cent we went to 1.25 or 24, 21, as soon as as we go to 120, 130 zone, we get back to 1 cent. So that's the bar coding, or that's the narrow range that has been happening that I just wanted to share with you. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, write down in the comment section below, I liked it. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel, motivate me. We need 250 likes on this videos, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching and happy great week next week.